Now, you guys know the alphas are old, and the gammas are constantly giving us trouble. So why don't we check out the new Delta series? That's right, we're going into the pleasure maze. Some call it the play maze, but it's also referred to as the pleasure maze. It's a 1986 Duck Dumont picture. It's amazing. It's shot on film, 35mm. Vinegar Syndrome released this on their Peekarama. 2 Duck Dumonts, Pleasure Maze and Lover's Lane. Old Vinegar Syndrome, the Peekarama, they're DVDs, not Blu-ray. Vinegar Syndrome has a whole new wing for adult titles, so it's got a whole new name now. Now there technically isn't Vinegar Syndrome Adult Films. What's it called? It's either called Melicin or Melazine. I'd never heard that the new company said out loud. You tell me in the comments below. Now, we just did a Duck Dumont film, Double Dare. Oh my God, that is one of my favorites. That was in between these two, release-wise, production-wise too, I think. All three 1986. So the two Vincents, Pleasure Maze, Lover's Lane, Double Dare is in between them. These two are 35. Double Dare is glorious VHS. Oh, you want to know something weird? These are pretty gnarly because they're about 6 hours old. But Pleasure Maze and Lover's Lane are both shot on film. And Double Dare is shot on video. Film and video. Have you seen Double Dare? It's above my head right now. Definitely check it out. Duck Dumont is amazing. I got addicted to Barbara Dare, and as you probably know, she's in Evil Tunes, the Fred Olen Ray film. It's good. Has an awesome commentary, but Barbara Dare's not in this. A lot of good actors are. Tons. It is a who's who of early to mid 80s adult cinema. We're going to talk about all the actors when we come back after the picture, which is, okay, this was 80 minutes long. Ours is 13 and a half. This was XXX. Ours is PG. There's smoking and wandering eyes. Usually I cut that out. A guy checking out a girl's behind. I would cut that out if it was G, honest to God. But being that there's cigarette smoking and we're PG no matter what, I will allow an actor to glance at a behind. Let's watch the movie. We'll talk about the actors when I come back.
In the future, the world's oldest profession is taken over by night droids. The leading manufacturer of night droids has just completed the Delta, a top-of-the-line deluxe model, now ready for testing. Night droids are tested in the pleasure maze, sometimes called the play maze. No night droid has made it all the way through. This is the story of the one that was.
Night after night, I keep having that same dream. It could be worse. There I am. That's me, Parker. They let very few people into these old cities nowadays. I'm allowed to run. They want me to stay in shape. I'm Parker. Yeah, I'm a tester working in play maze, and have been for quite a while. I'm the oldest working tester, and still the best. They don't use me often anymore, just for special testing. I remember when I first started. The maze was simpler then. The testers would enter and activate the night droid. The Alpha was the first night droid in existence. There were always 2 testers for each Alpha night droid. Those were the days. But now the maze has grown. The new testing rooms, the control sector.
It all looks good, Merrick. Looks like it's going to be a good shift.
I think so. Of course, we have the test on the modified beta droid. And Cassidy, our new tester, is two gammas. But Cassidy ought to be ready any minute now.
You monitor Cassidy and the gammas. I'll do the first cold storage check.
Right.
Control. Control. Control.
Hello, Cassidy. We're here.
Ro, is that you?
Yes, Cassidy. Are you ready for droid activation? Testing must begin.
Ro, you never return my calls.
That's right. Activating droids now.
Women, you can't live with them, you can't... Hello, girls.
Ro, you know that new tester? Has he been calling you?
Calling me is an understatement. He's been calling and calling and calling me.
So, the two of you must know each other.
No. He literally ran into me turning the corner in the maze. Ran right into each other.
So he's been calling you ever since?
Testers. I don't need testers in my life. You got control of the maze?
Yeah, I got it. Let me know when you're ready, Fuller.
This is the old Gamma series. They almost always malfunction. Why are we testing it?
Well, there's been a few modifications.
What kind of modifications?
One you might particularly like.
Sounds like a good idea. You should have came up with it years ago. What else?
Well, I'm sorry, Fuller. That's all I can tell you.
Control, rev her up. Let's see what she's got.
Activating all systems. Still dressed. They're still dreams.
There's a new nitroid in cold storage.
So what? They come and they go.
No. This one's different. It's marked Delta Series.
Delta? Are you sure?
Yes.
Delta is still in design. Delta. Let me do some checking. I think I might be able to come up with something.
Parker, come in. Parker, come in.
Parker here.
A Delta nitroid is ready for you to test. When can you reach the maze?
A Delta, huh? We'll be in today. Have my test room ready. Delta. The newest, most deluxe. And me coming out and testing one more time. This is it, the last one. I retire and never use another night droid again.
Fuller's a good tester.
He's reliable. You know, you were right about that Delta in the cold storage room. As a matter of fact, they've called in Parker. This test room ought to be prepped just about now.
He's coming this shift?
He's coming. We're testing the Delta. What I hear is correct. It's going to be a test throughout the entire maze. A new model, new times. Well, I'm gonna go to cold storage and check on the droids.
All right. I have control of the maze. Merrick, the coat.
Oh, that's okay. It's okay. I need a blast of cold air.
Merrick, this is computer 431. This alpha droid must be sent to Rho. Then prep Delta for Parker.
I'll take it to Prep Unit 4. Then on to the maze. Commence to control.
Thank you.
Hey, Parker! Long time. What are you doing back?
They put me to work again.
Really? Well, you've been here a long time. I thought by now you'd be retired.
They're waiting for the Delta.
The Delta. Come on, man. Every other day they tell us the Delta's gonna be ready. It's a bunch of talk.
Well, today's the day.
What, that the Delta's ready?
Yeah, so they say. I've been waiting a long time. I'm working out, staying in shape.
Hey, well, you look great. I mean, for your age.
Yeah, well, this is it, kid. One more test, one more time.
Gee, I didn't know I could do that. Self-activation. I must be in advanced mode.
You know, Parker, all kidding aside, I'd like to say that you've been an inspiration to all of us.
Give me a break.
Oh, come on, now really. I want to wish you good luck.
Thanks.
Well, there goes Alpha. This has turned into be quite a day.
Quite. Okay, let's get Parker going.
Right.
Parker? How are you coming?
Good.
You've already been briefed. Do you need anything?
I'm okay. I'm going in.
Wow. What a guy.
Okay. Let's get the system on the line. This is a Delta test.
Activating the system A.
Check.
Activating Delta monitoring system.
It's not activated.
What do you mean?
It's not working.
How's checking indexing?
Come on, Ro, let's get this thing going.
I'm working on it.
Hold it. Let me try.
We're starting activation. Merrick, that was great.
Thanks. We're a go on this one.
Parker, are you ready for activation?
Yes. Activate. I'm Parker.
I know.
You're Delta.
I know.
We're here.
I know.
Boy, that Parker. He is really something.
All right, what did you think about the pleasure maze? The play maze. Did you like it? I like this. Also, I should have said this in the beginning. I had no idea this was Vinegar Syndrome. I don't mess with the end roll until I'm completely done. And I didn't pull this. I am so fancy that I have an editor's assistant. And so I didn't pull this. I didn't prep this. I did cut this. And then I get to the end and Vinegar Syndrome's on the end? I was like, what? Everything I just said is a lie. Merrick and Rowe. Our version is basically Merrick and Rowe. They're the two in the control room. We basically have two stars of this movie. The two controllers and the actual controller. I guess I should choose a different name, huh? He's the controller. Joey Silvera is the controller. Actual title. Oh no, tester. Okay, so we do have controllers and testers. So Joey Silvera is the tester. John Martin and Joanna Storm, they are controlling the tester. That is Merrick and Rowe. She is Rowe, he is Merrick. And also, which happens a lot in these, so many people, what was that whistle? So many people in the picture are not in our picture, which is always a bummer when there's such big names. You saw Amber Lynn a little bit, but Stacey Donovan and Nina Hartley, oh, two powerhouses. I wonder how many pictures we've done of Stacey Donovan. A lot. She was in a bunch of Richard Mallers, who is a favorite in our studio. So we've also done other Stacey Donovans. We've done quite a bit of Nina Hartley too. Oh, you know what? Dumont directed Mommy Dearest 2. Now, we didn't do that, but we produced Mommy Dearest 3, which also has Nina Hartley. That's not even in my notes. That's just my brain hole. I got sidetracked. But we also have Jerry Butler, Tracy Adams, and Billy D. I love Billy D. He plays Cassidy. I'll never not talk about Black Taboo, which is one of my personal top tier Black Taboo. Okay, that's it. And that concludes our Halloween series. I guess we should maybe start Christmas. Sorry, we had like a bunch of stuff happened that was bad. We had a death in the family. And we took like 4 weeks off. And last Sunday and this Sunday is the ending Halloween. Spooktober. They weren't in October. These were November releases, but still, now they're December releases. But we're trying to get stuff back on track. And hi, I'm Jason from Barefoot. This is Squeaky Clean Adult Films. And I didn't say that up front. Don't subscribe, don't like, don't share, just watch. That's all we ask. We're not one of these thirsty psychopaths that care about such things. There's no way anyone made it to the end, so now I'm just rambling. I'll see you next week.